Well, I was happy to see Fleury back in net. I am a big Marc-Andre Fleury fan. Someone asked me on one of my videos or commented and asked me whether or not I'm a big Vegas fan. I do like the Vegas Knights. They're one of my son's favorite teams, or at least they're tied with the Blues for one of his favorite teams. And so I like to see them win for his sake. And I am a big Marc-Andre Fleury fan. So I was really happy to see Fleury back in net. On the flip side, if you ask me, am I a Dallas fan? No, I don't hate the Stars. I don't like the Stars. They're just kind of there. Although I am a big Ben Bishop fan, but that really hasn't been an issue in this postseason, as Khudobin has pretty much been the primary goaltender for the Stars. So the Stars take game one. Fleury was in net. Like I said, I was happy to see that. He played extremely well. He allowed one goal on, I think it was like 25, 26 shots, something like that. The Stars were severely outshooting the Knights through the first two periods. And I thought, wow, the Knights had gotten like 40 shots a night against the Canucks. And the Canucks had, managed like, shots in the teens and 20s in most of their games. And then tonight it was starting to look like it was going to be the flip, where all of a sudden the Stars were going to look in this series like Vegas looked in the last. And Vegas was starting to look like the Canucks did, with very few shots on goal. In the end, the shots balanced out quite a bit more. The NHL app was messed up, and so was the ESPN. I couldn't get shots per period from either of those two apps, so I decided to go ahead and make the video without that knowledge. But I will say that at the end of the second period, the shots were pretty one-sided, but by the end of the game, it was much more even. Klingberg scores the only goal of the game it started out as a 3-on-2, and then Fleury, I don't think Fleury made the initial save. I don't think there was an initial save. I'm thinking the puck did, if I remember correctly, it didn't go on net, which might have thrown off Fleury's timing a little bit, because then Klingberg picked up the loose change there and was able to score. He took a shot from the high slot area and beat Fleury clean, but I think, Fleury was a little thrown off by the fact that the original shot, I'm pretty sure, didn't make it on net. Anyway, Fleury played great. Khudobin, obviously with a shutout, played very well. He didn't have to play amazingly in the first two periods, but in the third period, Vegas really poured it on, and he was able to withstand the onslaught that Vegas put on him. So kudos to Khudobin on the shutout and on a very good third period. Kudos to Fleury for only allowing one goal after not getting a lot of playing time in the previous series. And that was not a particularly bad goal. And that was it, just the one goal. Even though he was kind of under the gun and facing an onslaught of shots in the first two periods. So a relatively even game in the end, when you look at it in the end, although it was Dallas for two periods and Vegas for one, in the end, relatively even. Two really good teams played a really good game overall, and two really good goaltenders played two really good games. So it was pretty good overall. I was pretty interested, and it was entertaining. So I'm hoping the whole series kind of goes like this. I mean, I want to see Vegas win some games. Yes, I want to see Vegas win the series, mainly for my son's sake and for Marc-Andre Fleury's sake, because like I said, I like him a lot. But, if Dallas wins, that's fine too. The Knights, in case you don't know, I'm sure you probably do know, but in case you don't, this is only their third season. They've never won the Stanley Cup, although they did go there in their very first season. The Dallas Stars have only won one Stanley Cup, and that was in 1999. So they have not won one in 21 years. And before they were the Dallas Stars, they were the Minnesota North Stars. And though they went to a Stanley Cup and lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins in, I believe it was 1991, they had never won a cup when they were in Minnesota. So Dallas, a one-cupper, but not for 21 years, and Vegas never winning one in their deep, rich 3-year history. So we'll see what happens as this goes on. Like I said, I hope the whole series goes about like this. I love good goaltending matchups, and anytime you see a 1-0 game, you've got a good goaltending matchup. I do hope we see more of Marc-Andre Fleury. I would like to see Ben Bishop play some, because I am such a big Ben Bishop fan, but I kind of doubt that that's going to happen with the way that Khudobin is playing so very well. So anyway, if you're a Dallas fan, you've got to be pretty happy that the Stars were able to pull out a victory in Game 1, and this Dallas team looks much more legitimate than I would have given them credit for or thought at the beginning of the playoffs. And, you know, if you're a Vegas fan, I wouldn't be too disappointed. I mean, they played a really good game. They couldn't solve Khudobin, even though they put on a strong push in the third. These things happen. Doesn't mean it'll happen in Game 2. Who knows? Thank you so much for watching. Do please click the little like button if you found this video to be useful. There's my hand with the, you know, the little thumbs up in case you don't know what I mean by the like button, which I'm sure you do. And please do subscribe also. I would greatly appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye now.